Hello and God bless. Today it's time to talk 1 year anniversary of this. Yes, my screen's a little bit dirty. I need to clean it off. But yes, let's talk 1 year anniversary, my boy. 1 year. I cannot believe it's already been 1 year since this damn thing came out. And this damn thing has proven to me that Nintendo has finally, I won't say fully, but finally taken a step towards the right track of gaming. We're getting into this today. So first off, I want to say, it's also the 1 year anniversary of this game right here, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which by far is the best Switch, if the camera focus, is the best Switch game besides, of course, Mario Odyssey, and to me, my personal favorite, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I just recently finished on stream. If you want to go watch me play through the final chapters, they're up on my channel, VOD'd. You can go watch them. I'm going to probably create a playlist for them, just like I did for Dahak GU. You guys can go watch that. It's really damn good, the ending of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I recommend y'all go watch my streams of it. It's really damn good. I played the ending half of the game on stream, and it was really damn fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I actually enjoyed playing through the ending of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but still, it's 1 year since this game's fully been out, and 1 year since this console's fully been out. And I know a lot of people have been saying it, and this isn't just going to be repeating over tread with what other people have made. This is going to be how me personally, I've loved the Switch over the 1 year it has been out. So you see, I'm not going to go into the whole sales statistics and stuff like that. We already know the Switch is selling like hotcakes. It's everybody wants a Switch now, besides the few fanboys, which I've addressed. I'm gonna make a whole video addressing fanboys pretty soon, because this has been something I wanted to do, and I wanted to do a panel at an anime convention, which I could never get approved. So I figured out why not do a test pilot for that panel and actually make a video on my channel. So I'm gonna have a whole video dedicated to why I hate fanboyism of any kind and why I'm not a fanboy. But first off, I want to get to saying how this game is phenomenal. I've yet to fully, to this day, I've yet to fully beat this game. Yes, rip me, I've yet to beat The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's probably the first Zelda game that honestly I didn't beat within the first few weeks of it being out. Mostly due to because I wanted to take my time with Breath of the Wild, and on top of that I was working a regular part-time job. Now that I'm doing YouTube full-time, I have more time to play games. And I've been trying to play through a lot of my Switch back catalog of games to beat them. I've already beaten Mario Odyssey, and I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like I said the other day. I'm going to move on to this next on the Switch and try to beat this next. And part of the reason why I haven't beat it yet is I'm still playing through a lot of extra stuff, because there's a ton of extra shit to do in this game. Even besides the DLC, which the DLC is very solid, especially the Champions Ballad. There's a ton of shit to do besides just with the DLC. There's so much extra shit, as you're seeing behind me. With Breath of the... Well, there's my Switch. There's my Switch. Like I was saying before, my Switch fell out my lap. There's a ton of extra shit to do in this game, Breath of the Wild. I mean, literally, this is the most biggest, expansive Zelda game I've ever seen. And a lot of people are like, it's amazing that the Switch can run this. Well, actually, I think it's more amazing that the Wii U can run this. I think it's more amazing that the Wii U can run this, and that this is a last-gen game. This is not a current-gen game. This is the last-gen game. This is a Wii U game. You can tell that when this was not made for the Switch. This was made for the Wii U. You can tell that this was a Wii U game from the Wii U game, and they just ported it over to the Switch. But the fact of the matter is, it does pretty damn well on the Switch, and I actually think that's mostly thanks to Satoru Iwata, and before he passed away, him making sure this game would be optimized, run well, and do pretty damn well on the Nintendo Switch, which I've liked. Which also another thing I like to see is that this game has had the most great modding PC community out there. I've seen Sonic mods for this game, for the Mach Cycle. I've seen Link with different costumes that were in the game on the PC side. I've even seen them running the game at 4K on the PC side, which is pretty amazing to me that this game, only on the console side, it's had a pretty damn good run, but on the PC side, which is something Zelda doesn't really have until Breath of the Wild came out, was a good PC modding community. This is by far the best Zelda game I've seen thus far. So it's my personal favorite for the 1 year anniversary of the Switch. I recommend anyone that owns a Switch, if you have not bought Breath of the Wild yet, even if you owned it on Wii U, buy it again on the Switch. It's better on the Switch. I can't stress this to the fullest. Even if you have a Wii U copy of Breath of the Wild, buy it on the Switch. I cannot stress it enough. It's a totally better feeling playing Breath of the Wild on the Switch as opposed to the Wii U. And like I said, 1 year after this thing came out, it's been phenomenal. I mean, literally with games like I said, I'm gonna try the games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, as you're seeing on my Switch screen. That was phenomenal. And then you got games like Mario Odyssey right there. That honestly was one hell of a Switch, one hell of a Mario game. I mean, literally this was the best 3D Mario game that I've played since Sunshine in 64. I mean, literally, Mario Odyssey, it was so grand, and I loved it every minute of it. Even though it was short but sweet. Short but sweet. And we can't forget about that theme. Oh my god. Let's get up and dance. Let's get up. That's what is it called? Let's get up and jump. Oh man, I love Mario Odyssey's main theme. Shoot. But yeah, then we also had great ports to the Nintendo Switch, such as Pokken Tournament DX. I mean, man, that was my first time playing Pokken Tournament because I didn't get to play the original Wii U version, but I bought the Switch version and loved it. Then we also had Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which actually was a pretty competent Switch port. And then of course you had Doom. You had Doom on the Switch, which I didn't get to play yet. I want to play Doom on the Switch, but I've yet to play it. And then we also had ARMS, which was really good, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which it just shows that the Switch is a phenomenal Nintendo console. The Switch shows that Nintendo is taking a step in the right direction. And like I said, yes, the UI isn't fully up there yet, and yes, there are some features lacking from the Switch that I've addressed in multiple videos before. I'm not going to tread it again. If you want to see them, I'll have them in the card or in the description. But I've addressed it before, and I don't want to address them again. But there are some features that I do want to come to the Switch, such as messaging on the Switch and the whole online service. I want more to be elaborated on that whenever we get that direct we're supposed to get. But which I'm honestly thinking is not going to happen until Friday. I'm thinking Friday we're going to get that direct. I'm thinking they're going to do it right before the 1 year anniversary of the Switch, which kind of makes sense because what they do right before the 1 year reveal of the 1 year full reveal of the Switch. The day before that day, they revealed it on January 11th. Which it would make sense that January 11th, okay, no, we're going to do it March 2nd, which is the day before the Switch fully launched. But it's still on the same day, a Friday, because the Switch was released on a Friday. And in the reveal was revealed on a Thursday, which was January 11th this year. Whereas last year Thursday was on January 12th. So they did everything the same exact day, not same exact number, but same exact day that it was a full year ago that the Switch was fully done stuff on. So I can honestly see Friday us finally getting a Nintendo Direct. I honestly think it's going to be March 2nd. I mean, it would make sense. March 2nd, same day the Switch was fully launched, and around the world. And let me tell you something. Like I said, the Switch has been killing it this year in terms of games and just powerhouse. And a lot of people, I want to, like I said, I don't want to address this in this video because I'm probably gonna make a whole video about the whole fanboyism. But one thing I want to address is that this console is not weak sauce. And one thing I want to say is that I've seen the one idiotic comment, which you'll probably see in the video, that the Switch, its power is in the dock. There's no power in that dock. That dock is nothing more than a plastic holder to upscale your game. That's all it is, a plastic holder to upscale your game. Nintendo said it, developers have said it, no one's said the power is within the dock. I've seen the one idiotic comment from a stupid commenter on my last Nintendo Direct video that actually said the Switch is under the power of PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 undocked. That is not true. This has been proven that the Switch undocked, because this is where the power lies, is in here. Not the dock, in here. Back here. All this, if you take this whole back plate off and you open this up, you'll see the circuit boards and all that allow this thing to run the games it runs. All this is contained back here within the Switch. Like I said, all the power is within the screen, because your screen is pretty much your Switch. So all the power is within here, not the dock, here. This is as powerful, this screen, all this power in back here is as powerful as a base Xbox One. So undocked, it is powerful. Undocked, it is powerful. And for it to be that powerful is pretty damn amazing. I mean, literally, this is why I was telling the guy, like, this could run GTA 5. This could probably run circles around GTA 5. Then even I tried to reason with him, tell him, look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If it was a new Grand Theft Auto, like Grand Theft Auto 6, made from the ground up for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, then yeah, then I'd say the Switch might have a problem running it. It might have a problem. It might slightly have a problem. But with Grand Theft Auto 5 being the last generation game, and even on the PC side, which I'll have specs on PC side to run it that high, even on the PC side, Grand Theft Auto 5 is not that demanding to run at max settings. It's not. It's not. A 670 graphics card could run Grand Theft Auto 5 at high, and I have a 970 that could run circles around Grand Theft Auto 5 at max settings. The Switch, its power is more powerful than the 670 GPU graphics card from Nvidia. The Tegra chip is at least on par with the 800 series Nvidia graphics cards. So it's like, right here, your statement is invalid. It's invalid because the Switch could run circles around GTA 5 on it. It could. And the idiotic statement, which I tried to be reasonable with the guy, but he was just so idiotic that I had to block him. He was a dumbass. He was a straight up dumbass saying, no, the Switch game, and when you'll see his grammar, you'll be like, oh my fucking god, this guy is literally the fucking retard of the community, and he's the reason why Nintendo sometimes doesn't get games on it. And I know I'm turning this into a whole tangent, I'm trying to make it about the 1 year anniversary, but I don't like how certain fanboys will do that and then be vocal to Nintendo, thinking they speak for the majority of us, when they don't. They're the village idiots. And that's a problem. Nintendo's biggest community that is vocal is their village idiots. And I hate that. I hate that the village idiots are the most vocal. I literally hate that, and I think it's cancer. I think they're the cancer of the community that honestly needs to just shut up. Shut up. Go in your corner, play with your artistic little toys, and go in your little corner. Go in your little corner. But besides that, I want to get back to more stuff on the Switch. I want to get back to this by just ending it saying, like, man, this has just been an amazing first year for the Switch. I mean, besides me enjoying this as Nintendo's best console ever. Honestly, the only other console that to me that is as good as the Nintendo Switch to me is honestly the N64 and a little bit of the GameCube, but N64. And this is recapturing a lot of the feelings I felt back then with Nintendo back in their earlier days. So I've been a Nintendo. Let me give you a quick history lesson of me. I've been a Nintendo fan since I was 4 years old. My first ever gaming console was an NES, or as it's still in Japan, the Famicom. That was my first ever Nintendo console. Was the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And my first ever game I ever got to play was Super Mario World 3. That was my first Mario game I ever played, was Super Mario World 3. Eventually I went through and played the old Super Mario World, the classic one, the first ever Super Mario World. And then of course I played Super Mario World 2 and when the Super Nintendo came out, that's when I played the first two Super Mario Worlds when the Super Nintendo came out, because then I owned a Super Nintendo. Once I owned the Super Nintendo, that led me to getting the N64, and I've owned every single home Nintendo console. Not all their handhelds, because I've never owned an original DS. I've owned multiple 3DSs, but never a Nintendo DS. I skipped out on the DS. I kind of wish I did own the DS, but I kind of wish I should even own my 3DS, because there are a lot of good games for the 3DS that I honestly love. But nevertheless, I don't plan on rebuying a 3DS unless somehow I get the money through Twitch, do donations to rebuy a 3DS for the capture card, because I definitely want to get a 3DS with the capture card again, but I want to do that once some more funds come in, once more the funds are available and start flowing in a little bit more. Once funds start flowing in a little bit more and I get into a situation in my new apartment, I may eventually start saving up money to, of course, eventually buy a 3DS capture card. And honestly, once I get that 3DS capture card, so I can once I get the 3DS capture card, I'll try to maybe, of course, get a do 3DS streams again. But besides that, it's about the Switch. Nintendo has nailed it with the Switch, and I think they've really gotten this thing right with the Switch, where, like I said, a lot of this is thanks to my boy, the late Satoru Iwata. And Satoru Iwata, I will admit I complained a lot about him in the Wii U generation. Like if you go back and watch my videos on my channel, because I started my channel right around the time the Wii U first came out. And if you go back and watch our older videos, when I talk about the Wii U, I criticized the hell out of Iwata. But even I, when he passed away, cried and was like, he didn't deserve to go like this. Not like this. But at least Iwata left Nintendo with a great legacy. And his final console before he died was this thing, the Nintendo Switch. This is an Iwata console. I mean, a lot of people like to say, oh, it's Kimishima that's the reason the Switch is so successful. I think Kimishima is part of the reason it's successful in marketing, because I think Kimishima's marketing is a little bit better than Iwata. So I will admit Kimishima is better than Iwata. In marketing, Kimishima's a way better CEO of marketing. We're marketing the Switch than Iwata. But in terms of what the Switch can do, why the Switch is so great, and why this thing is so damn phenomenal for how small it is and for what it's capable of, it's all thanks to Iwata. The hardware of the Switch is all thanks to Satoru Iwata. And I mean, Iwata, before he passed away, he was head of development of the Nintendo Switch, from the Nintendo Switch's development team. He worked day and night to make sure this thing was not become another Wii U. He wanted this to be the best Nintendo console thus far. And honestly, Iwata, if you're looking down from heaven, your console has honestly done that. It's done that. It's done the most amazing feats that no one ever thought was possible. And everybody loves your console, except for fanboys. But you can't please fanboys. Well, let's be honest. You're never going to please a fanboy. But yes, I mean, literally, this thing has been, the 1 year of this thing has been amazing. I've enjoyed my Switch. I pretty much almost had mine since launch. I mean, my brother bought me mine at launch, but I actually haven't had it since launch. I started playing my Switch like a week or so after launch, like 2 weeks after launch. I actually got my Switch and started playing it. So, but still, it's been an amazing first year, especially with this game, Breath of the Wild, freaking the other games on it, and I'm just looking forward to what comes in 2018 for the Switch. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, I actually want a few of these ports over to the Switch, because I think if ports come to the Switch and they're competent ports, like a lot of YouTubers have been saying, they want competent ports on the Switch. I think if the Switch got enough competent ports, it would be a powerhouse of a console. And I'm already seeing some of those competent ports coming to the Switch. We see Yeast 7, Lacrima of Donna coming to the Switch, which I hope is running pretty damn well. I'm hoping it optimized well. But yeah, I've heard of mixed things about the PC side of that game, and it's really had me troublesome about how NIS is handling that game. So I'm really hoping they at least optimize it well on the Switch. We have The World's End With You Final Remix coming out this year, which I've never got to play The World's End With You, so this will be my first outing into it. Then of course we have my most favorite Dynasty Warriors game of all Dynasty Warriors games, because I'm a Zelda fan, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, which I'm really looking forward to. I really wish it had it online, but I'm okay that it doesn't. I'm gonna probably get it at launch, and let me tell you, I'm excited for that game. I'm excited for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I mean, literally, this has just been a phenomenal year for the Nintendo Switch. And 1 year later, I'm still enjoying this console. 1 year later, I still think this is Nintendo's best console ever. 1 year later, I'm not regretting my purchase like I did with the Wii U. And 1 year later, I'm looking forward to the future of the Nintendo Switch. So this has been UncleShal, everybody, saying thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was a long-winded video. I want to thank you guys. If you're new here, please smash that subscribe button if you like more content like this. Smash it. Smash the subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell to get ringed whenever I fucking make videos. And also don't forget to like my video. It does help me out a bunch. It helps to get recommended to everybody on the recommendation side of YouTube with the algorithm. And also leave a comment below about your greatest things with the Switch thus far in the comment section below. And then, if you can, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box. You can support me for as low as $1 to $5 a month. It's literally just $1. It helps you out a bunch, because especially with what the game I'm going to be streaming later on today. Yeah, that's all thanks to Patreon, this stream happening later on today. But yes, I want to thank you guys, and I want to say thank you guys for an amazing first year with the Switch. And then this has been UncleShal saying, God bless, take care, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace